So I can't even begin to tell you. I don't know where to start. I don't know. I don't even know how to start this conversation, other than how disappointing it is to watch what's going on around the world. Well, let me back up. What's going on in the United States, in North America? Um, I really just don't even know where to begin. The things that are being accepted, things that, um, people say, well, times changed, things are different. There are some things that just don't need to change. Um, and I guess this conversation is more so for on the search for men. Um, we talk about, I don't know, I had a conversation with a client today that talking about the elderly generation dying out. And I really think that men, grown men, are dying out. Um, just the things I see here, and watch in action happen, and it be because the lack of men. Um, when I when I'm talking to someone and say sir, ma'am, being respectful, being polite, and they're like, it's just phantom to me that people can even say, well, I haven't heard anyone call me ma'am or sir in a long time. Or people aren't that polite anymore. Uh, just, just, just things of that nature. Opening doors, um, having a conversation, speaking to people. Like, I just don't know where this has all gone wrong. And then, like, really, it's asinine to me that I hear women say they have to go home and cut grass and uh, clean house and whatever the case may be, while their husband or significant other sits on the couch, watches TV, and all they do is go to work. Um, Now, this isn't the men take care of the outside, do the yard work, or the men go to work and the women stay home. And, like, this is none of that. But the simple fact that a woman has to go home and do all the work, all the maintenance, all the labor work around the house, and a man watches or doesn't do anything, that's asinine to me. And women, you should be embarrassed about this, and you should stop allowing this shit to fly. Um, like I said, I don't know where to begin with all this. Like, and it's not only that. You can say, well, he works hard. You can, at the end of the day, you have a male with the tail, and you need to go tell him to pin that tail on the donkey, because there is no tail that belongs on a man. And if you are one that you can't do these things, can't find yourself to do these things, then you are a male with the tail. We're just calling it what it is. As they say, call a spade a spade. Um, and the problem is, you're teaching your kids to do this. You're teaching your kids it's okay for the woman of the house uh, to be doing all the labor work. And I don't know how you can do such. If you have a daughter, you're telling your daughter that's okay. This is the type of man you want to be around. This is the type of man you want to have in your life. And this is the type of boys that you want to raise. Um, like I said, this is just mind-boggling to me. Just the things that are going on. Watch videos of, excuse me, kids falling into pools. Little small toddlers, kids falling into pools, and watching the dad on their phone, not paying the kid any attention. and people are praising him for jumping in and saving the kid on time. Like, are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me? And that is the problem. We give too many passes nowadays. People are going to say, well, maybe he was tired and he needed rest, or he needed some downtime. Or, excuse me? You you decided to have kids, you decided to have a family, you decided to have all this, and you don't want to take responsibility. I'm sorry, where does that go on? Like I said, this you can't make this stuff up. Um, and I feel like a lot that goes on in the world is the way it is because we have a lack of leadership, and it starts with the men. It starts with the men. Um, Broken boys, hurt boys that are growing up on a daily basis, confused, not knowing what direction to go because their fathers aren't in the picture. If they are in the picture, they're not doing enough to raise them. They're not. You're just handing them a tablet and saying, "Go play," right? And that's a lot of parents go to nowadays, and it's just, I just don't get it. Just don't get it. Um, like I said, I'm going to continue to have these tough conversations that nobody wants to have. But I truly feel like these are things that need to be pointed out. Ladies, if you have a male with the tail, you need to rethink your thinking, your way of thinking. That's not what life is supposed to be. All right. And that's that's not to say that the man should be doing everything around the house, or he should be, whatever the case may be, however you want to look at it. At the end of the day, if you have one that is laid up in your house, under your roof, not paying any efforts to what goes on around the house, then you have a male with the tail. And for me, that should change. Again, that's what you're telling your daughters. That's what you're teaching your sons. That's okay. That's okay to have. That's okay to be that way. Same for your sons. If you have sons that lay up in the house and don't do anything, can't mow the lawn, can't do this, can't do that, there is something wrong. There is something wrong. At the end of the day, that's not how the world works. And this is why kids are confused and don't know what direction to go. We need more men who are men of their words, and stop hearing all this talking about what you are, what you're gonna do, who you are, all this and that. Begin to hold people accountable, because at the end of the day, we are just creating cowards, and it's not. It's just going to go downhill very fast from there. Like I said, this is something that was on my mind. I don't know how this changes, but we need men to continue to stand up, like grown men. We need men to handle their situation, handle their business. And ladies, if you can't find that man, be that. Not be that man, but be that for yourself. Like I said, you don't need any baggage to lug around, especially if you have kids. The kids are enough. All right. But yeah, we need more men. We need more men to stand up, teach respect, teach professionalism, teach classiness. Teach men how to be men. Teach young boys how to be men. That's what we need. That's what we're desperate for. That's what we're in dire need of. Where are the grown men?